I want to share a personal experience purchasing what was presented to me as a $39,000 presidential package opportunity from a company called NewEra. Now, this is about what I was told, what I experienced, and what later unfolded. This opportunity was sold to me directly by a core member of NewEra as an investment opportunity. At the time, it was not presented to me as a course or educational product. I was not made aware that courses were the primary product being sold. Now, for 39,000 Australian dollars, I was told I would receive a presidential club membership, which was explained to me as including up to a 7x return paid out in 90 weeks, a 5% annual profit share until 2028 split between 100 members only, and plans for the company to list publicly in 2028. I was also told that the company had more than 6 income streams, including trading activity, and that profitability would be visible to members. Now, based on all this information and the incentives, I decided to proceed. So here is proof showing the 90-week term, a 5% profit share, and confirmation that the President Club was limited to 100 members. And at this point, all I believed I had to do was just wait. Now, later I was told that the package also included access to educational content. So when I accessed core materials, many of the links did not function properly at the time, and the content that was accessible consisted mainly of basic PDF documents.
Hey mate, I recently just went to do the course in NewEra on crypto, and this is what you get. The course is blank with everything. There is nothing. The only part that has something in it is the overview. So I don't know if they can fix that or it's my computer, but you can't do anything in the course or learn anything, even if you press complete continue.
Now, while this raised questions, I wasn't overly concerned initially because the opportunity that had been presented to me was an investment style opportunity, not an educational based one. I was then informed that in order to receive my payouts at the end of the term, I would need to click a button in my back-end office every Monday. And if 1 week was missed, another week would be added to the contract. Now later, this requirement was changed. Members were then required to click a button every single day in order to remain eligible for withdrawal. Now, this video was shared by the NewEra leadership by the Vice President Abraham, and this was the type of messaging that influenced my decision.
Okay guys, this is your VP of sales, and this is the most beautiful enhancement. You want to make money every day? All you got to do is see this time frame right here. Every day within that time frame, you just got to go in and click activate now. As soon as you do that, the wheels will start turning and you will get paid on a daily basis.
In this video, daily income is discussed and there is no mention of courses or profit disclaimers. Now, 2 key sentences stand out. Want to make money every day?
You want to make money every day?
And you will get paid on a daily basis.
And you will get paid on a daily basis.
So if you miss 1 day, an additional day is added to your contract term. Now, a few weeks later, members were informed about a proposed crypto token linked to the project called NEOTECH. And I was told by leadership that members could purchase the token for 2 cents and that it was expected to launch publicly at 10 cents in October 2025. This would create a potential 5x return on launch. So based on this information, I contributed an additional $8,000 AUD and received tokens internally. Several months later, members were informed that all packages had been extended to 100 weeks. So my 90-week package was extended without my written consent. Also, around the same time, the President Club structure changed. Now, what originally described as the 5% profit share split between 100 members was later expanded. First to an additional 100 members, and eventually to an unlimited number of participants, significantly reducing the profit share for original members. Again, with no consent. Now, because of these changes, I reviewed the terms and conditions myself, and that's when I realized that the agreement defined the purchase as a course and explicitly states that profits were not guaranteed, something I was personally not aware of at the time of the opportunity when it was presented to me. Now, shortly after, a message appeared on the NewEra dashboard from the CEO. This stated that NewEra does not promise investment returns and that affiliates must adhere to the company's terms when promoting opportunity. This conflict depicted how the opportunity had been presented to me through leadership calls, messages, and meetings. So concerned, I contacted NewEra's support team asking why my contract was extended, why the profit share structure had changed, and why daily platform interactions was now required. And just to be clear, I sent this message on the 14th of July 2025. Now, the response I received stated that my request had been escalated for review, and as of today, over 6 months later, I have received no further response. Now, in October 2025, when the token was expected to launch and yearly profit shares were expected to be paid, members were informed that the token launch was being delayed until the following year. And when profit share payments were finally addressed, members were informed that payouts would be made half in NEOTECH tokens, which are currently not tradable, and half in internal gift vouchers, which could only be used to purchase additional long-term packages. There was no option to withdraw in cash, or stable cryptocurrency was provided. So at this point, I attempted multiple times to resolve this issue directly. I eventually secured a Zoom call with leadership, and during this call, statements were made that I personally disagree with and I believe were inconsistent with my documented experience. During the Zoom call, I requested a full refund based on the cumulative changes and issues. I was then told on the Zoom call that I would receive a response within a week. It has now been over 2.5 months and I have not received any resolution. Now, just to be clear, this video reflects my personal experience with NewEra itself. I am not telling anyone what decision to make, and I am sharing this so others can hear a real participant's experience before committing such large sums of money. Now, everything shared in this video reflects my personal experience, understanding, and opinion. I'm not alleging criminal wrongdoing or making statements of proven fact. Viewers should conduct their own independent research and seek professional advice before making any financial decisions.